We just got up here to go snowmobiling. We're trying a new spot. It's where we go camping, fishing, and hunting. So we kind of know the area. There's a lot of avalanche warning signs, so we got to be careful today. Also, it's looking a little scarce, like it is snowing like a lot right now. But the snow's just scarce on the edges. And it's just blizzarding right now, and it's a really wet snow, and you can't really see anything. So we'll get everything unloaded, and hopefully the snow gets better the higher we go.
Don't think this is one of my brightest plans because it's snowing like crazy, but I don't know how well you can see that there's absolutely no snow in this parking lot. And what snow is here is covering ice. So it's probably going to be a short day. Probably should just went back to our normal spots. A little late in the year to be trying out new areas, new things. So we may end up just riding the trails to see what's going on a little bit. And it may be an early day. Hope we get a little bit of riding in, get some stuff filmed, have a little fun today, but I don't know, it doesn't look good. What do you think, Dylan?
I don't like the avalanches.
Yeah. Plus, it's got a lot of avalanche beacon stuff, signs set up, so we're going to have to really pay attention and watch things as we're riding, because Dylan and I don't have av gear yet, which we should probably get, and some beacons just for this reason, because we ride places where we don't need them as much. I mean, you can get an avalanche anywhere, but up here, we're going to be at 13,000 feet, or possibly 13,000 feet. There's a lot of steep hillsides.
We are all geared up now, ready to go ride. The snow's let up a little bit. The only snow that is in this parking lot is the 2 inches that it's snowed since we've gotten here. So like we said, hopefully it gets better as we go up. We're at 10,000 feet right now, and the top of the mountain's at 14. I don't think we'll go that high just because of the avalanches. We don't want to get ourselves in any sticky situations. But now that we're geared up, let's get going.
Nice snow angel, Dylan.
Out here sunbathing on this freaking.
It's rock hard.
Rock hard.
Rock hard, not much snow. We're at what, 11,500 now? 12,000 feet?
12,390.
Yeah, and my sled, something wrong with my sled. It's overheating like crazy. It's just not getting enough snow on the cooler, I guess. Today's just gonna be a ride around and see what this place is like for next year, maybe.
And avoid those.
Yeah, avoid the cornices that are on top of those mountains. There's a lot of snow hanging off the edges up there. I think we're just gonna stay away from them. Don't know if you can see them, but
You see them from where I'm at.
it's starting to get really nice out. The sky's turning blue.
Well, it's probably still snowing at the truck.
Yeah, actually probably still is snowing at the truck. We're just sitting here letting my let my sled cool down. I don't know what the deal is.
We finally made it up to the top here. It's pretty windy up here. There's a bunch of snow drifts along the road that we have to watch out for because he kept trying to throw him off the edge. I don't know how much further we're gonna go just with his sled overheating, but this place should look familiar. That down there is the lake we fish all summer long. We camp down there too, and then right on the other side of that lake is where I shot my elk last year and where we're hunting again this year, hopefully. But we're gonna figure out if we're just gonna go back to the truck and see if we can go find some powder to play and if you can even hear me with this wind.
Next 11 miles, snakes.
Snakes. Snakes on the road. We just got back to the truck. It is really warm down here. As you can see, all the snow on the road melted and it's starting to snow again. But with his sled overheating and the snow being packed like it is, we're gonna end our snowmobiling trip right here. Just because it ain't worth messing stuff up for if you're not having fun. But I think we're gonna go home. I might boil some crawfish and work on the cross cart.
You lost the brake shoe.
And somebody lost a brake shoe. We're gonna head home, maybe do both of those things, maybe just work on the cross cart. I guess we'll see when we get there. All right, so like I said, as snowmobile didn't go as planned, we are gonna attempt to get that in there, hopefully. I have the cherry picker over there, so we'll lift it up, we'll get it set in there and see what I need to cut out, if I need to mock up the back of the frame different or not. But see if we can get it going, and yeah. I've got the motor just hanging right now. I'm still trying to figure out where I want it to sit completely. It seems like it just needs to go to the left a little bit just to straighten everything out. Other than that, I think it's close to in the right spot. I know it needs to tilt forward as well to make everything level. But now I'm just going to try to figure out how I want my mounts, how I'm going to weld them to there to make them structural, and then we'll go from there. So I've been sitting here thinking about how I'm going to mount this bottom mount first so I can get the angle set up. I went in 3 1/4 inches off of both sides, and then I'm going to notch a pipe and put it centered on the 3 1/4 inch spots, and then I'm going to throw one across right here as well, and that'll hopefully give me 2 braces that I can run forward, and I can run 2 pieces of this thick metal off and get 2 mounts up to it, so I can get it set forward how it needs to be, and then I can figure out where the rest of the mounts need to go. I keep forgetting to turn on the time lapse, but I did get my post across right there. It is at 0.5 for a difference on the angle of it, so that's as close as I'm gonna get. But like I said, after I do that, I'm gonna be able to measure my beams to go in between there and see if we can get the motor mounted on the back.
I'm falling, it's worth every second for you. I'm chasing, I'm climbing, I'm searching, I'm falling, it's worth every second for you. I'm chasing, I'm climbing, I'm searching, I'm falling, it's worth every second for you. I'm chasing, I'm climbing, I'm searching, I'm falling, it's worth every second for you.
So I got my tabs drilled out, got them on the bolt right there. I've got this piece that I'm gonna set across right there. So, and then I'm gonna put those tabs on there coming off to the motor over here. But I gotta finish welding these little areas right here, because once this is sitting on there, I won't be able to do that. So I just gotta get that done real quick, and then we'll get all these pieces put in and hopefully get the first part of the motor mounts on. So these are the tabs that I was gonna work with. I got them all drilled out, clean and everything, and then I brought them over. And as soon as I got everything attached and hooked up onto the motor to where I was gonna set it in there, I realized that the oil pan isn't gonna fit in between my 2 posts that go across that my motor mounts were gonna sit on. So now I'm gonna scratch those, and I think I'm just gonna do longer ones, and then we'll reinforce them up so they can't flex or anything. But At that point, it'll be sitting where I want to, and that drain plug won't be down as far as it would be right now. So let's get them up to maybe like 4 inches, and then we'll see if they fit that way. I've got my 2 brackets tacked in right there, and I think the motor's gonna sit right about where it is right now. It might be tilted a little far back, but if I raise the back of the crosscart up with suspension, it might help with that a little bit. But now I just got to figure out how I'm going to get a motor mount to there, somewhere back there. There's one right here, and then there's one on the other side that's the same as that one. So I got 3 more mounts to figure out. Hopefully we can get all that done today. So I lied. This is as far as I'm going to get today with the motor. I cannot for the life of me figure out how I'm going to do these last 3 motor mounts. So I'm going to go look around, I don't know, look at maybe getting something to go off of here and down, because like I said, I want to be able to remove the motor without it hitting any of that. That's where we're going to end it off. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button. I know it was snowmobiling and then the cross cart. We tried to go snowmobiling more, but it was crappy snow, as you could see. But leave a comment on what you thought about the video. We also just hit 100 subscribers. Thank you guys for that. It's a small milestone, but it's a milestone for us. We're getting there. The next stop is 1,000. That's a long ways away. But if you want to help us out, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys next Wednesday.